Hello, how are we? Are we all good? Can we hear me? Are we all there? Hello. The quiz is on tonight. It's right now. So, yeah, sorry if you didn't, I don't know why it says the 4th. Or do you mean that it says Mary and Archie quiz number 4? It's actually quiz number 5. So there you go. Very exciting. Very exciting. How are we all doing? Has everybody had a good week? Not bad? Average? It's always nice to hear from people. So, hang on. I'm taking a call. You're interrupting a quiz. Well, it's on now. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, it's not on tomorrow, it's on now. I don't know why it says that. I obviously set it up wrong. So let's have a look. And I'm also having an issue. I've had wonderful issues with the internet today. So that has been joyful. Basically, just, don't like Virgin Media at the moment. So if you work for them, tell them to pull their fingers out. All right. Yeah, not been overly impressed. Hey, Hoops, you made it. You've made it onto the chat. Life is winning for you, my friend. Life is winning. Made it onto the chat. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. For some reason, the big computer is choosing not to work. Mark, I blame you for that. She figured it out, mate. That's totally acceptable. Everybody figures things out at their own pace. I'm so sorry about this little wisp of angel hair. I like to pretend I'm still a baby. And I have this little piece that just looks like I'm very, very fresh. And it just wants to pop out. Never mind. But yeah, hopefully you're all with me. What's been happening? So, I've had a lovely week. Making the most of the sunshine, making the most of the garden. Did some very good guided clean-up effort yesterday. Much appreciated. Got it looking a little bit tidier, a little bit better, which was nice. And then it rained all day today, so, I was just a bit there were bits that I still wanted to achieve, but at least I didn't have to water it today. You know what I mean? You got to take the rough with the smooth, right? You got to take the silver lining. I didn't have to unravel the hose and make sure it was all watered and fed and lovely. So, unfortunately that also means my step count is way down today. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Swings and roundabouts, right? Oh. So, what else has been going on? I don't know why you're not working. I might have to get my questions up somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm really sorry. I have no idea why this stream says that. I literally set it up an hour before we started and it said starting today at 7:45. So I don't know why it says that. I'll blame a combination of YouTube and Virgin Media. 2 massive companies, right? Google and Virgin, they can take that. Take that on the chin, fellas. It's all good. But for some reason, nothing is loading on my screen up here, which means, excuse me, you can stare at my chin for a second, that I'm going to have to, unfortunately, that's amazing. Thank you, lovely Clem, for telling me. I'm just going to have to, unfortunately, try and find my questions to to ask you in 6 minutes' time. So make sure you guys have got a pen and paper if you'd like to take part. If you just want to watch me, then you don't really need that if you don't want it. It's fine. And hopefully it'll all run smoothly. Let me just ask for hand, or bring me the iPad now, darling. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Technical issues. There's always a technical issue. It should all just be dreamy and smooth running, right? Very frustrating, very frustrating. So, what else has been happening? What have I done? Oh, so today, obviously, continued, I mean, it was raining, continued the ER marathon. Brilliant. It was wonderful. It's just frozen and won't do anything. So, I'll let you just have a tinker. Or get it to restart. That would be nice. Otherwise, I need the iPad to read all the questions to these gorgeous people. You know, was working approximately, I don't even know, 20 minutes ago. So thank you, invisible assistant, thank you. All right, so what else has been happening? So we have well and truly christened the barbecue, which has been glorious, quite frankly. I've definitely enjoyed that. I feel like we deserve a bit of rain, to be honest. It has been ridiculously beautiful, and I've definitely been trying to make the most. I hope you all have too. How have you found it? I do think it's a bit of a weird one. As soon as they ease the lockdown restrictions, the weather turns, and yet, as soon as we went into lockdown, it was glorious. What's that about? So, yeah, been desperately trying to, reap the rewards while staying safe. I do think my hair's gone a bit blonder though, in the old, thank you, in the old sunshine, which is nice. And what else is happening? So where are we at? We've got 3 minutes to go. So make sure if you need refreshment, you have a beverage ready, and pen and paper. Make sure anybody you want to quiz with is online and watching, whether or not you're set up through Zoom or whatever. That's weird. I'm just reading Clement says, not sure why it said it starts at 2:37 tomorrow. I could log on at 2:37 in the morning tomorrow and do it again. What do you reckon? Maybe. Right, so there I am. Let's see if I can get onto my sheet. What's going on? Oh, full shrug. Not a little one. Full facial shrug with the shoulders, hands on hips. You know the kind of shrug I'm talking about. I don't know, it's technology. Ooh. So I'll sign in on here. It's the Wheel of Doom. I was quite worried this morning when Virgin were like, yeah, we know there's a fault and we're not going to fix it until 6 o'clock this evening. I was like, no, that's not allowed. Sort your problems out. There's people that have got things to do here. But yeah, it's about, I would say it's the 3rd or 4th time since being in lockdown that Virgin have sent us that message. Why yada. So we'll see how we get on. Let's find my drive. Should have just printed it off. Should have gone old school. What are you going to do? So 1 minute to go. Well, 1 minute. We'll allow a couple of minutes to see if there's any beautiful stragglers. Anybody who wants to join us? Oh, froglet update. So there's a little froglet that lives down in the garden underneath a pot. And every time I make a noise, comes out, checks me out. Sometimes get freaked out and jumps away. discovered that it gets a little puddle of water at times. So Froglet makes the most and sometimes literally goes for a swim in this pot. Very cute. So I had a catch up with Froglet. And then the frogs in the pond, massive now. Massive. Yeah, if you were scared of frogs, you wouldn't want to come round to our gaff, that's for sure. But and again, if Todd's watching, never going to eat them, mate. Never going to eat them. So let's find load, locked and loaded. So hopefully you're all ready with a cheeky little beverage of some description, if you're so inclined. I've been checking out a couple of local places. Obviously Shindigger are amazing. Shindigger, they're still delivering around the M60. Northern Untapped is also still delivering. A few more places are starting to open up, including, as of tomorrow, if you want home delivery service from the amazing Mary and Archie, it is on. Yes. So check out the website, catch up with Mary and Archie, give yourselves a little treat. Have a savage wrap, man. You know, ooh, yeah, imagine just being able to walk in, pick it up, have a glorious smile from the beautiful Aurora, and pick up what you need. Get to see those beautiful, colourful walls one more time as we slowly start to get back to normal. And if you don't want to risk it, if you're still feeling quite vulnerable, then absolutely, yes, I've got questions. Absolutely. You can just go on to our crowdfunder and get a little bit of money on the go. So, yeah. So hopefully, hello, Andy McAuliffe. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. I'm so chuffed you've joined us and it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yes. Thank you. Sorry, Tazy, were you guys struggling to get past this weird, I don't know why it says, apparently everybody's been telling me that it says it's live tomorrow, even though I literally set it up an hour and a half ago to say 7:45 today. Really strange. Really strange. But I'm so glad you made it. It's so nice. It's fantastic, in fact. But this bad boy is definitely not working. So luckily, I've got all technology on standby to help us out here. So hopefully we're all here and we can get started. What do we think? What do we think? Let's do it. All right, so round one this week is general knowledge, but there is a link between all the answers. So if you ascertain what that link might be, you get an extra point. Okay? So it's general knowledge. All the answers are going to point you, they're a clue to one thing, and you need to identify that thing for an extra point. Ooh, are we ready? Hi, Alan. Nice to see you again. As always, if you need me to repeat anything, whack it in the live chat, and I will sort that out for you. Okay, so hopefully everybody's here. Hopefully. Really sorry again. All right. Question number 1 of round 1. In January 2008, EastEnders took a gamble and had an entire episode with only one character. Who was it? In January 2008, EastEnders took a gamble and had an entire episode with only one character. Who was it? I think they were writing a letter. If that helps. Might help. You never know. It's exciting. Oh, this is great. I can't wait to actually meet people face to face on the other side. So exciting. Question number 2. Which American rock band's albums include 10, No Code, Yield, Riot Act, and Gigaton? Among many. They've been around for a while. Which American rock band's albums include 10, No Code, Yield, Riot Act, and Gigaton? Ah, Alessandra. Us two what? Us two you struggled to get in because of the weird time on the... It's honestly, I swear, I set it up for today at 7:45. But good evening. Nice to see ya. Or not. As the case is for me. All right. Question number 3. Which 1982 film directed by Jim Henson and Frank Oz featured Skegsies and Gelflings? Which 1982 film directed by Jim Henson and Frank Oz featured Skegsies and Gelflings? Oh yeah, meeting up. It's going to be great. Faces to names. Love it. Oh, Andy, what are you having to drink tonight for your birthday? Have you gone for something exciting? Question number 4. What was the lead... Oh. What was the lead single? It's reloading. It's reloading. The lead single from the Kaiser Chiefs' second album. I'm trying to remember the question I wrote. What was the lead single from the Kaiser Chiefs' second album, Yours Truly, Angry Mob, released in 2007? What was the lead single from the Kaiser Chiefs' second album, Yours Truly, Angry Mob, released in 2007? Oh, got some Marble beer. Delicious. A very good local brewery. Actually, I need to make sure I stop forgetting about them. I love their ginger. But they're great. And they've got some great little pubs that I can visit on the other side. Top choice. Top choice. Question number 5. Where is considered the home of British motor racing? Where is considered the home of British motor racing? We all know that, right? We've got to know that. Oh, Manchester Bitter. Yes, Andrew. Keeping it local, keeping it local. Question number 6. If you sell 1 million copies of your single or album, what metallic status is it given? If you sell 1 million copies of your single or album, what metallic status is it given? Ooh. We all good? Excellent. Question number 7. Which comedian created Dinner Ladies and Acorn Antiques? Which comedian created Dinner Ladies and Acorn Antiques? And if you don't know that, you need to educate yourself on that one. Legend. Absolute legend. Ooh. We good? Question number 8. Choirs and reams are units for multiple amounts of what item? Choirs and reams are multiple amounts of what item? It's quite an everyday item. I quite like that question. Oh, Alessandra thinks she knows the connection. Maybe. And question number 9. Melanie Sykes is the current presenter of which Channel 4 reality TV craft challenge series? Melanie Sykes is the current presenter of which Channel 4 reality TV craft challenge series? Clearly, as we all know, I love a good craft series. Yes. And question number 10. In the Brothers Grimm fairy tale, Rumpelstiltskin can spin what? Oh, straw into what? In the Brothers Grimm fairy tale, Rumpelstiltskin can spin straw into what? So have a quick look at those answers. There is a link between them all. What could it be? Try and figure it out, get that extra point. Anybody need anything repeating? Let me know in dans le chat. That sounded really awful, really northern. Dans le chat. Yeah, let me know in the chat, darlings, and I'll repeat it. Have we got anything? Anything? Number 2, please. All right, so number 2 was, which American rock band's albums include 10, No Code, Yield, Riot Act, and Gigaton? The latest is Gigaton. 10, No Code, Yield, Riot Act, Gigaton. So, same question, Tazy. Which American rock band's albums include 10, No Code, Yield, Riot Act, and Gigaton? American rock band. Been around for a long time. Are we all good? We ready? Do we think we might know the link between them all? Looking at those answers. Ooh. Maybe. Maybe. Haha. So, going to read out the answers. So, number 1. In January 2008, EastEnders took a gamble and had an entire episode with only one character. Who was it? Dot Cotton. Of course it was. 2. Which American rock band's albums include 10, No Code, Yield, Riot Act, and Gigaton? Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam. 3. Which 1982 film, directed by Jim Henson and Frank Oz, featured Skegsies and Gelflings? The Dark Crystal. Love that film. Skegsies scared the bejeebus out of me when I was little. 4. What was the lead single from the Kaiser Chiefs' second album, Yours Truly, Angry Mob, released in 2007? Ruby. Ruby, 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 Ruby. That one. 5. What is considered to be the home of British motor racing? Silverstone. Silverstone. Named after the nearby village. Question number 6. If you sell 1 million copies of your single or album, what metallic status is it given? Platinum. It is platinum. Question number 7. Which comedienne created Dinner Ladies and Acorn Antiques? Victoria Wood. Absolute legend. 8. Quires and reams are all units for multiple amounts of paper. Sheets of paper. 9. Melanie Sykes is the current presenter of which Channel 4 reality TV craft challenge series? The Great Pottery Throwdown. The Great Pottery Throwdown. Filmed Middleport Pottery in Stoke-on-Trent. Yes. Question number 10. In the Brothers Grimm fairy tale, Rumpelstiltskin can spin what into straw? Gold. Or straw into gold. Why do I keep saying that wrong? Rumpelstiltskin can spin straw into gold. Yes. So we had cotton, pearl, crystal, ruby, silver and stone, believe it or not. Platinum, wood. It's gone. It's disappeared. Come back to me. What else do we have? Paper, pottery and gold. And the link is they are all traditional wedding anniversaries. So year number 1 is paper. I think year number 5 is wood. Obviously 40 years is your ruby. Silver stone, I think, might be 100 years. If you are married for 100 years. Wowzers. Maybe in the future when we're like freezing ourselves. Obviously cotton and all of those. So yeah, there we go. Did you get it? Did you get the link? How did we score? How did we do? Let me know in the chat. And then in the meantime, my own little personal reason for that round is because today is my mum and dad's wedding anniversary. 53 years, man. 53 years. So raise your glasses to Tim and Jem, please, who are being wonderful and watching at home because they can't go out for a meal. But here's to you guys. I love you very much. So does my sister. And we think you're ace. Congratulations. I hope you've had a lovely day. Ooh, nice. So, how did we do? Got 8 out of 10. Amazing. Oh, Beth. Doesn't matter, mate. Just doesn't matter. Alan, doing well. And the link. Andy, 5 for me, but I've had a traumatic couple of hours trying to fit a new hinge to a fridge door. Andy, that's not a job for a birthday, mate. I'm going to tell you that. Celebrate our first in a week. Started diamonds and work backwards. I mean, sounds strong to me, mate. Why not? Why not? You can have a paper gift, you know, for, what's diamond? Diamond Jubilee, 60. Is that right? 60 years. Just give me a paper gift when we hit the 60 mark. Maybe. Congratulations. I'll have to try and remember that for next week, Tazy. She says. I can't even remember what day it is most of the time at the moment. But yes. Amazing. Well done. So shall we rock on to round 2? See how we get on. Round 2 this week is art. It's art. So see how you do. Could be your week. Could be your week. You might be thinking, get in. You might be rolling your eyes. You were told a strong no. A strong no. He could have played it so cool and just got you some sort of Swarovski crystal and been like, it's not quite a diamond, but I love you and you sparkle. Come on, mate. Pull it out the bag. It's only the first year. So round 2. Question number 1. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Got to be inventive now. You know, get her a card with a diamond on the front or something like that. Like a picture of a diamond, obviously. Question number 2. Who created the famous sculptures The Kiss and The Thinker? Who created the famous sculptures The Kiss and The Thinker? That one. They've got a copy of it in Philadelphia because Laura and I went past it one day. Who did those? Question number 3. George Stubbs is best known for his paintings of what animal? George Stubbs is best known for his paintings of what animal? Bet you can get that. You've absorbed that knowledge somewhere in life. Trust me. Question number 4. Which artist has been on Channel 4 presenting Art Club from home in lockdown? Which artist has been on Channel 4 presenting their art club from home in lockdown? I've very much enjoyed it whenever I've caught it. I find it quite therapeutic. How are we getting on? I think we're all good. Question number 5. In architecture, what is a cupola? In architecture, what is a cupola or a cupola? C-U-P-O-L-A. In architecture, what is a cupola? Think about it. Might help you. 6. What is the name of the animated character that first appeared in 1977 to help Tony Hart with his art? What is the name of the animated character that first appeared in 1977 to help Tony Hart with his art? I used to watch Heartbeat way back when. No, I'm not that old. I never watched it. Question number 7. Which British artist frequently uses casts of his own body in his work? Which British artist frequently uses casts of his own body in his work? Who maybe creates lots of figures in their work? Question number 8. What did Banksy call his theme park-esque installation? What did Banksy call his theme park-esque installation? We all keeping up? Hopefully not hating me too much for the art round. Question number 9. Architect, designer and painter Charles Rennie Mackintosh is most commonly associated with which British city? Architect, designer and painter Charles Rennie Mackintosh is most commonly associated with which British city? Mark should know that one. Find out later if he did. And question number 10. And hello. Pam, 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 pam. It's a multiple choice question, everybody. Oh, yeah. The first pencil was invented in 1565 in which country? A, England, B, France, or C, Holland? The first pencil was invented in 1565 in which country? A, England, B, France, or C, Holland? That's it. End of the art round. Anybody need any repeats for that one? Let me know. Do we need any repeated questions? Or are we all good? I'll just stare at the chat for a minute or two. See what we think. Hoping Mum and Dad enjoyed their Cartmel sticky toffee pudding that I sent them. Are you still on the fizz? I hope you're still on the fizz I sent you as well. Hope it was nice. You're good. Hopefully everybody's here and not thinking I'm doing the quiz tomorrow at 2:37. Mind you, they can watch the replay, can't they? All right, so I think we're all good on having repeats. So here are the answers to round 2. Question number 1. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Michelangelo. 2. Who created the famous sculptures The Kiss and The Thinker? It was Rodin. Auguste Rodin. Rodin, if you want to be precise. Question number 3. George Stubbs is best known for his paintings of what animal? Horses. The horse. 4. Which artist has been on Channel 4 presenting their art club from home in lockdown? Grayson Perry. Question 5. In architecture, what is a cupola or a cupola? A cup. It's like a small dome. A small dome. A dome. Small dome. Little cute little thing. Up. 6. What is the name of the animated character that first appeared in 1977 to help Tony Hart with his art? Morph. Love Morph. Can't remember what his friend was called. He had a friend at one point, didn't he? 7. Which British artist frequently uses casts of his own body in his work? Anthony Gormley. Aha. So, yeah. All those ones at Crosby. Angel of the North. 8. What did Banksy call his theme park-esque installation? Dismal Land. Dismal Land. 9. Architect, painter and designer Charles Rennie Mackintosh is most commonly associated with Glasgow. Glasgow. Bit of Glasgow. And 10. The first pencil was invented in 1565 in England. Which, if you've ever been to the Pencil Museum, you'd know, I would hope. So that's it. How are we getting on? How did we do? How did we score? How did we score? I'm wondering if you all hate me for having done an art round. Maybe some people might be like, too easy. Loved it. It's all basic. Knew all of that. Other people might be literally sullying my good name right now. So let me know how you did in the chat. Disappointed with 6 out of 10. That's strong. It's a strong score. Or do you mean you felt like you knew more about art? I think that's a good score. Myself. Anybody else? How are we doing? Hoops, you've been very quiet. See how you did. Andy, terrible 3. Sorry, Andy. That's not helping you with your fridge hinge. But it's the 3rd of June, so maybe that's a little... It's the 3rd of June and I got 3. I don't know. I'm fishing. But, you know. No score is terrible. That's what I think. No score is terrible. So, are we ready? For round 3, let's just crack on. Let's smash it out. Round 3 is politics. Way. We don't like to get too political. But I've tried to go for nice and steady, nice even Stevens. You know, like ones that I think I could maybe dredge up from my very unpolitical brain. So let's see how we do. Question number 1 of round 3. On which day of the week are British elections held? Unless something terrible happens. On which day of the week are British elections generally held? Which day of the week? Do all those primary schools get shut down? Question number 2. Which US president was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth? Which US president was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth? Yes. Yes. Question number 3. Who resigned as leader of the Liberal Democrats in January 2006? Ooh. Who resigned as leader of the Liberal Democrats in January 2006? Long time ago now. Long time ago. Feels like just yesterday. And I was in Australia. Australia, mate. Oh no, I wasn't. That was a year later. I don't know. Hoops, tell me, where was I? Question number 4. What was introduced to Britain on the 15th of February 1971? And you'll be pleased to know, it's a multiple choice question. Was it A, decimalisation, B, the metric weight system, or C, the 5-day working week? What was introduced to Britain on the 15th of February 1971? A, decimalisation, B, the metric weight system, or C, the 5-day working week? The choice, my friends, is yours. Maybe you got the knowledge, to be fair. I would be guessing at that one, not going to lie. Have we all chosen a letter? Question number 5. Who is Donald Trump's vice president? Who is Donald Trump's vice president? Did anybody else see the petrifying clip of there was like a photo, like a photo, I can't remember what it was, some sort of photo session with Trump and Melania, and he's not even looking at her, and he has to tell her to smile, just smile, and she's like, it's petrifying. Sometimes I wonder if she's just an automaton, to be honest. Question number 6. Bob Hawke, Paul Keating and John Howard were all prime ministers of which country during the 90s? Bob Hawke, Paul Keating and John Howard were all prime ministers of which country during the 90s? There's a country that has a prime minister, so that might help a little bit, maybe not. Question number 7. In which year did the Profumo affair rock British politics? In which year did the Profumo affair rock British politics? So if you watched the Keeler TV show, can you remember the year? The Profumo affair. Do you know it? Just have a pop. Have a guess. Why not? Question number 8. What political event happened in Manchester in 1819? What political event happened in Manchester in 1819? So, if you're local, can you remember any events that were talked about a lot last year, or why there would be some sort of memorial to that event? That's for local people. Question number 9. Which South American country did Augusto Pinochet preside over between 1974 and 1990? Which South American country did Pinochet preside over between 74 and 1990? Aha. There's definitely a few people that know that one. Definitely. And you'll be pleased to know, question number 10 has arrived already. We can kiss this round goodbye. In the 2017 election, what was the Conservative Party's 3-word slogan? In the 2017 election, what was the Conservative Party's 3-word slogan? Ugh. That's the end of that round. Yes. Yes. So I tell you what, we'll quickly do the answers, and then the next round is far more fun. So have a little break, catch your breath, and hopefully you'll enjoy round 4. Are we all ready? Does anybody need anything repeating, or is everybody just throwing their piece of paper out the window and gone, don't do politics? Sorry. Everybody ready? I reckon we're ready. I'll wait 2 beats more. 1, 2. All right, so the answers to round 3. On which day of the week are British elections generally held? It's a Thursday. A Thursday. 2. Which US president was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth? Abraham Lincoln, in a theatre. 3. Who resigned? The reason I put that one in is because the primary school kids I teach referenced it in a lesson. So I was like, oh, that's a good one if they know about it, surely. 3. Who resigned as leader of the Liberal Democrats in January 2006? Charles Kennedy. Charles Kennedy. 4. What was introduced to Britain on the 15th of February 1971? Decimalisation, metric weight system, or the 5-day working week? It was A, decimalisation. Yes. 5. Who is Donald Trump's vice president? Mike Pence. Mike Pence. 6. Bob Hawke, Paul Keating and John Howard were all prime ministers of Australia, mate. Australia during the 90s. Question number 7. Which year did the Profumo affair rock British politics? 1963. 1963. 8. What political event happened in Manchester in 1819? The Peterloo Massacre. 9. Which South American country did Pinochet preside over between 74 and 1990? Chile. Everybody loves a dictator. And question number 10. In the 2017 election, what was the Conservative Party's 3-word slogan? Strong and stable. Strong and stable. So that's it for round 3. How did we do? Please don't hate me. Now we've done politics, we don't have to look at it again for quite some time, if ever, in terms of creating rounds. How do we do? Let me know in the chat. So we'll have a quick break for anybody to, you know, make themselves more comfortable, get themselves another beverage, suggest any rounds you might want in the future, things like that in the chat. How do we do? 6 out of 10 again. See, strong. You're in a strong position this week, Alessandra. How? Oh, Alan smashing it. 8 out of 10. Although noted, did you? Yeah, noted. Alan didn't tell us. Oh no, you did tell us 7 out of 10 in the last round. Good. Andy, pulling it back. Strong 7. Very good. Very good. Amazing. So, 2 more rounds to go. Andy, are you sticking to Manchester Bitter? Or are you, have you got anything more exciting? Have you got a bottle of something else that you're going to move on to? Or are you saving it? Maybe you're saving it. Tazy, 7 out of 10, bringing it back. Boom. Yes. Definitely. Strong work. Very strong work. So, oh look, you've decided to come back to life. That's exciting. The big computer's just gone. Maybe a bit of life. Oh, there it is, look. See, I'd already pre-prepped it. My quiz is sitting there ready. How exciting. Oh no, it's not. It's signed in for somebody else. It's all right. I'll stick with my iPad. It's working. Why not? I mean, my iPad, Mark's iPad. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, thanks. I'm trying to think what else has been happening this week. I've sort of been quite excited to... how's everybody feeling about the reopening and that? So I've had the weird thing of, oh, what have you had? I had Peroni and I might have a small... little JD. Delicious. Treating himself. Let's turn that down. So yeah, so I teach kids, believe it or not, they let me, drama at the moment on a Tuesday, through Zoom. It's hilarious. We have got a script to go through, so it makes life a lot easier. And I've just had to change the times because a lot of them are year 6 and they've gone back to school this week. So I was asking them yesterday how they were feeling and how they found it. And obviously some kids haven't gone back. Their parents have chosen not to send them back. Some kids have been going for the entire time because their parents are key workers, so nothing's really changed for them. They've just got more people around. And some of them are just so relieved, happy to see other people. All their teachers are fine. You know, they're in their normal classrooms. And I think that fear of not being ready for senior school, I can feel that they're just a little bit more relaxed than they were before, which is lovely to see. But it was really interesting hearing their perspective on, you know, what school was like. Because I just sit there and go, did you enjoy school today? And they're like, yeah, it was just normal. Like I'm a total weirdo. So, but yeah, it was interesting. I think you should treat yourself to a little JD, Mr. McAuliffe. It's your birthday. So are we ready? Round 4 this week is true or false. Aha! We've got a 50-50 chance here, people. And hopefully some of them you'll just know. We're going to find out. So it's just true or false. Nice and simple. Question number 1. True or false? The code name for the Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, during filming was Toasty. It's a random one. True or false? The code name for the Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, during filming was Toasty. So the secret code name for the film was Toasty. True or false? Question number 2. True or false? The Japanese painted their aircraft to look like American planes before the invasion of Pearl Harbor. True or false? The Japanese painted their aircraft to look like American planes before the invasion of Pearl Harbor. We good? Number 3, true or false? The electric chair was invented by a lawyer. True or false? The electric chair was invented by a lawyer. Number 4. True or false? Sharks can't get cancer. True or false? Sharks cannot get cancer. Yep, that is the question. And when we get to the end of the round, you have a good think about how much I enjoy making some stuff up. Some of them unbelievable. Number 5. True or false? Einstein's brain was 15% wider than the average human's. True or false? Einstein's brain was 15% wider than average. Or was it just his hair? True or false? True or false? Number 6. True or false? Uranus and Mars do not have moons. True or false? Uranus and Mars, Uranus, do not have moons. Anybody who's good at planets? Maybe. Question number 7. True or false? Alfred Hitchcock had no belly button because it was removed during surgery. True or false? Alfred Hitchcock had no belly button because it was removed during surgery. What do you reckon? Is it a real or a fib? Number 8. True or false? The hottest part of the Earth's core is liquid. True or false? The hottest part of the Earth's core is liquid. How are we getting on? Hopefully you're all good. Number 9. True or false? The city of Melbourne in Australia once had the name Batmania. True or false? The city of Melbourne, beautiful city, highly recommend it to anybody, in Australia, was once called Batmania. Batmania. Like Tasmania, but Batmania. Is that true or false? And question number 10. True or false? Martin Sheen's character, President Jed Bartlett, was only meant to appear in a few episodes of The West Wing. True or false? Martin Sheen's character, President Jed Bartlett, was originally only meant to appear in a few episodes of The West Wing. Huh? So, how are we feeling about that round? Thought I'd do something wonderful and random for you. Let me know if you need anything repeating. Let me know if you need a bit of time to argue it out amongst yourselves in the chat. If there's any that you're feeling very strident about. You never know. And I'll read out the answers. Ah, Tazy, yeah. Nice to finally hear the kids' view. I mean, that's just the kids that, obviously, that I teach. But quite a lot of them, I think, felt they were just so sad not to have a final day at primary school and not to say goodbye to everybody and not to... It's such a huge transition for a little person. So some of them were, yeah, visibly anxious, I would say. Some of them are still anxious, but their parents don't want to send them back, which I also understand. I totally understand that perspective. And I've got friends that don't quite know what to do and what is the safest thing to do. But I also know that a lot of the teachers at that school had COVID before lockdown even happened. So in that sense, if immunity does come from having it, then, there's that level of safety within. Who knows? Nobody's telling us. Mind you, I've stopped watching the news, so I'm not the right person to talk about that. News break this week. News break. All right, shall I read out the answers? Yes. True or false? Amazing. This used to be DJ John Gibson's favourite round, so thought I'd take a leaf out of his book. So number 1, the code name for the Chronicles of Narnia Prince Caspian during filming was Toasty. That's true. It was the favourite snack of the cast and crew during filming of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. So they took it, they carried it over with them, used the same people and carried it over. So 2, the Japanese painted their aircraft to look like American planes before the invasion of Pearl Harbor. That is false. Absolutely false. They definitely wanted them to know who they were. 3, the electric chair was invented by a lawyer. False. It was invented by a dentist. So if you don't like going to the dentist already, I mean, whew. Yep. Number 4, sharks can't get cancer. That is false. I totally made that up. That is completely false. And I did double check it as well. Number 5, Einstein's brain was 15% wider than average. True. Maybe that is why his hair had to be as big as it was, because his head was big. Yeah, so his brain was 15% wider than the average. It's amazing, isn't it? 6, Uranus and Mars do not have moons. False. They do. 7, Alfred Hitchcock had no belly button as it was removed during surgery. That is true. Man gone lost his belly button. 8, the hottest part of the Earth's core is liquid. False. It's solid. I know, right? Amazing. Baffling, but amazing. 9, true or false, the city of Melbourne in Australia once had the name Batmania. It's true. What? For 2 years, because the mayor or founder of the city, his surname was like Batman. Not even. Brilliant. I love that fact. And 10, true or false, Martin Sheen's character, President Jeb Bartlett, was only meant to appear in a few episodes of The West Wing. It's true. He was only meant to be in 4, and then they ran the pilot, and everybody loved his character, so they wrote him in. It's a way to get yourself work, right? It's a good way to get yourself work. So how do we do? How do we score on that ridiculous 50-50 round? How do we get on? Could you call out all of my bluffs? Or did you know? Did you know some of those facts? Some of you, I'd love it if somebody's a shark specialist. You need to come to Mary and Archie and have a drink with me, because I will talk about sharks with you. Alan, 6 out of 10. Oof, very good. Anybody else? Or is everybody else going? Don't. We only got one. We're not tying them. We did. I'm sure you all did brilliantly. It's the taking part, guys. Oh, a satisfactory 6 for Andy. Very good. Very good. I nearly used DJ John Gibson's favourite ever true or false, but I'll save that for another day. It makes me laugh every time. Tazy, 5 out of 10. Ta-da! Feeling good, feeling great. 4 out of 10. I think. I think. Okay. So, your final round tonight. You say bring back fish or fowl. Wow. Sometimes it's just too obvious, Alan. It's hard. You have to make sure you use, I'll have a look at fish or fowl. So, yeah, last round has always got a theme. And today's theme I thought was appropriate is June. So we're going for June. Yeah, no chub sucker this week. I know. No chub sucker. Maybe I should get a little mascot chub sucker. Hang it up somewhere. So June is your theme for your final round. Number 1, June is said to take its name from the Roman goddess Juno, who was her male counterpart. June is said to take its name from the Roman goddess Juno, but who was her male counterpart in the Roman gods? Question number 2. Who was June Carter's famous husband? Who was June Carter's famous husband? Not given any clues around that one, because I feel like you could say that June is obviously famous in her own right. So, Question number 3, one for the film fans. The 2005 film Junebug saw which actress, American actress, receive her first of 4 Best Supporting Actress Oscar nominations? The 2005 film Junebug saw which American actress receive her first of 4 Best Supporting Actress Oscar nominations? Bit of a mouthful, but who's had lots of supporting actress nominations? Sorry, Clements. Question number 4. What happened in June that was originally planned for May the 1st, 1944? What happened in June that was originally planned for May the 1st, 1944? We all know that, right? We all know that. It's all right to miss the chub sucker, though. Surely it's all right to miss the chub sucker. I think 6 is a good score. I think everybody's doing really well this week. Maybe stop giving yourselves such a hard time for getting good scores. Question number 5. On this day in 1965, which nation confirmed their first completed spacewalk? On this day in 1965, which nation confirmed their first completed spacewalk? Yes. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, last week. Go and watch the rocket. Oh dear. Bad weather stopped play last week, didn't it? I felt. Yeah, it must be so weird. And one of my friends was avidly watching and was like, what do you do with the fuel? Do you like put a hose in and try and siphon off all the fuel that you've already put into a giant rocket? It's a good question, right? It's like a secret trapdoor. You press a button and all the fuel comes out. Question number 6. In which musical film or musical set in Oregon in the 1850s would you find the song June Bride? In which musical film and musical set in Oregon in the 1850s would you find the song June Bride? Reference to a wedding there. Although June is traditionally supposed to bring good luck if you get married in June. Question number 7. Terry and June was a sitcom that ran on the BBC from 1979 to 1987 and starred Terry Scott and who? Terry and June was a sitcom that ran on the BBC from 1979 to 1987, starring Terry Scott and who? So it's a sitcom looking for a comedy actress. Okay. Question number 8. On June the 4th, 1783, what piece of engineering did the Montgolfier brothers demonstrate for the very first time in France? On June 4th, 1783, what piece of engineering did the Montgolfier brothers demonstrate for the first time in France? See, I know that one because I did a project at primary school on it. And I won a pub quiz down in London once with that answer. That was a good night. Thank you very much, Andrew John Taberner at the Goat in Clapham. Question number 9. Which TV presenter who started her career at MTV was announced last year as the BBC's first director of creative diversity? Which TV presenter who started her career at MTV, I also believe she's been a loose woman since then, was announced last year as the BBC's first director of creative diversity? Diversity director? The theme of the round? Can you remember her surname? Yeah. And question number 10, your final question tonight. It's a multiple choice question. What did Sir Robert Peel set up in London in June 1829? Was it A, the opening of Trafalgar Square, B, London Zoo, or C, the Metropolitan Police? What did Robert Peel set up in London in June 1829? A, the opening of Trafalgar Square, B, London Zoo, or C, the Metropolitan Police? The choice is yours. Aha. Yes. That is the end of the quiz. That's it. We're done. So if you thought it was a hard one, I'm very sorry. Sometimes you just got to get a few rounds out of the way in the world of quiz. Some people might be loving it, absolutely loving it. You never know, right? Are we ready? Does anybody need anything repeating from that final round? Or are we all good? I mean, we're all good. I know you're all good. You're all great, in fact. But you might not have. You might just have missed a question. You might have been eating a crisp very loudly. You know, no judgment. And you might need it repeating. Are we all good? Just waffling. That was a dreadful round. Thanks, Andy. All I can say is, happy birthday. I'm sorry. I'll think of a better theme next week. All right, so let's read out the answers. Crack on with our evenings. Andy's got a JD to drink. So, number 1, June is said to take its name from the Roman goddess Juno. Who was her male counterpart? Jupiter. The heads of the gods, the equivalent to Zeus and Hera. Jupiter and Juno. 2, who was June Carter's famous husband? Johnny Cash. June Carter Cash. Johnny Cash. I mean, I just read Andy's comment. I'd rather queue up at IKEA. Wow. Not sure I'm going to recover from that, Andy. 3, the 2005 film Junebug saw which actress receive her first of 4 Best Supporting Actress nominations? It was Amy Adams. Amy Adams. 4, what happened in June that was originally planned for May the 1st, 1944? The D-Day landings. D-Day landings. 1944, people. Come on. 5, on this day in 1965, which nation confirmed their first completed spacewalk? The USA. 6, in which musical film set in Oregon in the 1850s would you find the song June Bride? 7 brides for 7 brothers. Aha, you see, tried to give you some clues. 7, Terry and June was a sitcom on the BBC from 1979 to 1987. It starred Terry Scott and June Whitfield. Legendary comedy actress June Whitfield. The Gran from Ab Fab. 8, on June the 4th, 1783, what piece of engineering did the Montgolfier brothers demonstrate for the very first time in France? The hot air balloon. The first ever hot air balloon. 1783. It's amazing, right? Number 9, which TV presenter started her career at MTV, moved to T4? She's been a loose woman. And she was announced last year as the BBC's first director of creative diversity. It's June Sarpong. June Sarpong. Yep. And 10, what did Robert Peel set up in London in June 1829? It was the Metropolitan Police. The Met. C. They were called Peelers when they first... It was their nickname was the Peelers. Bobbies on the beat, Peelers. So there you go. So that's it. So, I mean... You know, sorry, Andy. What have you said? It was a dreadful round. I'd rather queue up at IKEA. Clement says, IKEA slander. No, I can't stand for. Fridge hinge has got to you. That's all right. Hinges get to everybody, right? I lost mine a long time ago. Certainly got a few hinges. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. How did we all do? How did we get on all over? 5 out of 10. So what was your full score? It was out of 51 this week, wasn't it? We had that extra point for the link. Maybe I can throw in a few more bonus points along the way next time. Maybe. Something like that. How did we get on? We'll see. Let me know in the chat. Also, honestly, feel free. I will maybe pay a bit more attention to the channel this week. If you want to leave a message with any particular rounds that you'd really like to see. 30 out of 50. Alessandra, strong. Very strong, I think. Very good. Good work. You see, said it was a shocking round, Andy. Still scored pretty well. So that's good. Tazy 3. Meh, that's fine. Why not? 3 on the 3rd of June. As I've said before, it's lovely. All the 3s. Lucky numbers for some people. It's fine. It's completely fine. It's also a quiz that really, you know, doesn't mean anything except to the hearts and souls of us Mary Archie workers. So as said before, if you want to buy a pint, you know, put a £5 into the crowdfunder, that would be absolutely amazing. If you are missing a delicious Sabbage wrap or whatever else, check out the website. From tomorrow, they are doing some like home collection. So have a look, check it out. We're slowly starting to try and reopen and safely get ourselves back to you. 36. Woof. You really like the last line of films. Okay, cool. I mean, this is it, you see. Do a film round, leave it a few weeks, and then you've got to come back. So, yeah. So we're coming back to some of the rounds that we did way back when, on week 1. Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe. If you're going into town to be part of Black Lives Matter over the weekend, you know, check out, there are demonstrations happening, but please stay safe. Look after yourselves. Look after the people around you. Much love. Thank you so much for supporting us, as always, and joining us. Yeah, like I said earlier, cannot wait to see your faces. Feels like it's getting closer. But until it's safe, we will be streaming you the quiz every Wednesday. I'll make sure, I'll triple check the channel says the right time. It's so weird. It did. And I even went on and shared it. It's very strange. So, yeah, it's always something technical. There'll be a week where it's all just easy peasy, I'm sure. I'm sure. Anyway, take care, lovelies. Please get in touch if you need anything. And thank you. Thanks for joining. Bye, guys. Bye.